I am writing this from a room that has become my tomb. The sun is rising, but for me, the world is ending. Last night, I signed my own death warrant. 3 letters, 3 dates, June 12th, June 19th, and finally, June 29th. On that last day, the world will believe Jonathan Harker is safe at home. But on that day, I will be nothing but a memory in this cursed soil. I have seen the Count's true face, and I have felt the cold breath of the women who wait in the dark. This is no longer a diary. It is a record of my final hours. The Count sat beside me today. His presence is like a cold fog that chills the marrow. He spoke in his smoothest voice, a metallic whisper that makes my skin crawl. He requested that I write to my employer and my dear Mina, telling them my work here is done. I tried to refuse. I felt a spark of rebellion in my heart. But then I saw his eyes, that gathering wrath, the same fire I saw when he hurled the vampire women away from me. I realized then, to refuse is to die today. To obey is to live just a few weeks longer. I am playing for time, hoping for a miracle that will never come. But the horror did not stop there. When I returned to my room, the final shred of my hope was stripped away. My travel clothes gone. My maps of the railways stolen. Even my letter of credit has vanished. I am a man without a name, without a country, and without a way home. I am being erased, piece by piece, until nothing is left but a hollow shell for the Count to discard. I watched from the window as the moon rose over the precipice. I saw a figure emerge from the Count's window below. It was him, but he was wearing my suit, my overcoat, my hat. He moved with a sickening, lizard-like grace, his fingers finding cracks in the ancient stone where no human could find purchase. He is out there, in the villages, pretending to be me. He is creating a trail of lies, so that when I am murdered, the law will have no questions. As I sat in the window, exhausted by fear, I saw the motes of dust dancing in the moonlight. They gathered in clusters, spinning in a nebulous dance. A calm, heavy and unnatural, began to steal over me. I felt my soul struggling to answer a call I did not understand. I was being hypnotized by the very air of this castle. The dust took shape. Dim, phantom forms began to materialize. The 3 sisters. They were there, in the moonbeams, their ruby lips curved into a smile of predatory hunger. I ran from the room, my own screams echoing off the stone. I am not even safe in my own mind anymore. A scream shattered the silence of the courtyard. A woman, her hair wild, her clothes torn, stood at the great iron gates. "Monster," she cried, "give me back my child." Her voice wrung my heart, but I could do nothing but watch through the bars of my window. From the tower above, the Count called out. It wasn't a human voice. It was a command to the wild. Within minutes, the courtyard was a sea of gray fur and snapping jaws. The wolves poured in like a broken dam. The woman's cries were short, terrible. When the wolves streamed away, licking their lips, the courtyard was silent once more. I could not even weep for her. In this place, death is the only mercy. I realized then that the bag the Count carried earlier, the one that moved with a living thing inside, was that poor woman's child. My host is not a man. He is a plague. I made my final effort. I scaled the wall, risking the abyss, and found my way into the ruined chapel. The air was thick with the smell of old earth and rot. 50 wooden boxes stood in the gloom, and there, in one of them, lay the Count. He was gorged with blood. His white hair had turned iron gray. His pale cheeks were flushed with a ruby glow. He looked like a filthy leech that had fed until it could no longer move. Fresh blood trickled from the corners of his mouth, staining his chin. I seized a shovel, driven by a madness to rid the world of this thing. I struck at his face, but those basilisk eyes flashed open. The sight paralyzed my very soul. The shovel glanced off, leaving only a gash on his forehead. Now, I hear the hammers below. They are nailing the boxes shut. The Count is leaving for England, and I am left behind as a feast for his sisters. The sun is setting. My time is up. If this is my last entry, let it be known. Castle Dracula, is the mouth of hell. Goodbye, Mina. My love, my all.